Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So I just finished watching the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, and in this video I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts. This video is going to be coming out a day after my official reaction, and I've had about an hour or two to soak in this trailer and just talk about my thoughts, because you guys know in my trailer reaction I was super hyped, I was super excited, and I'm still super hyped and super excited. But after rewatching it a couple of times, seeing other people's reactions and thoughts, I also came up with other ideas and other things I liked and disliked about this trailer. We're also going to be going through the trailer, so as you guys can see on screen right now, I have the teaser trailer pulled up, so we're just going to be going through it. I'm going to be showing you guys some of my favorite moments, because you guys know me, I'm not the biggest fan of the MCU Spider-Man. I literally made a video a few months ago saying why I'm scared for Spider-Man No Way Home. This trailer still makes me scared, but at the same time makes me a little bit more hopeful, because I love the basic premise that they're going for, and obviously it'll have some crazier elements as we see in some screen grabs of the trailer. But without wasting more time, I do want to get right into it. If you guys are new here, make sure that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss any time I upload a video or go live. But without wasting more time, let's get right into it. So I just wanted to start off by talking about my favorite parts of the story. In my reaction to the trailer, I really couldn't fathom it. Like, I could not make up words. You guys saw me, I was stuttering so much because I really had no idea what to say. I was just so overwhelmed. But now that I understand the basic story, I really love this trailer, because the first half, it's really dark, and that's really what I want from this MCU Spider-Man. This could end up being really dark, and we saw that. The dark tones in the beginning of this trailer were absolutely awesome. They were 100% there. Aunt May, Ned, both of them being interrogated. Also, MJ and Peter trying to get through school without being literally like harassed by everyone. It was just so many dark tones, and Peter is also, like, as the audience knows, we know he's innocent, and just seeing him go through all of these things is just so hard to watch, but in the best way possible, if that makes any sense. So now I want to kind of go through my favorite moments in the trailer, and then at the end I'll talk about some of the things I don't really like, as well as some parts of the trailer that I don't really like. But the first thing I want to talk about is actually right about here, where we see a glimpse of this guy in a white shirt. I will say I think this is Matt Murdock. The only reason I don't think it could be Matt Murdock is obviously because he's not carrying or holding a cane, so it doesn't really make sense. Also, he's accompanied with someone. If it was only him and Peter, it would make sense because he can detect his surroundings, so it would kind of make sense for him not to have a cane if he was just with Peter and walking alone. But he's not alone, he's actually with someone else. And then as it goes on, we also see this side. This part of Matt Murdock's, if this is Matt Murdock's body, really does look like him. It looks like his signature outfit: black tie, white shirt, and black pants. It looks exactly like everything Matt Murdock would wear, so that's something that I really like. I also like how they show like this part about how he's basically getting like harassed at school. That is so cool to me, showing like the repercussions of his actions. I also like the interaction between Spider-Man and Doctor Strange. At first I felt like there needed to be some sort of comedy relief, and they did a great job with it here. Hey guys, I'm editing the video right now, and I actually am rewatching the trailer and realized that Doctor Strange is acting a little bit weird. I went on Twitter to search this up, and a lot of people are agreeing with me. I just want to put this in a video so you guys know that I do believe that he's acting a little bit strange. I don't think it's Mephisto like everyone is saying, but I do think that he has some sort of spell on him, maybe, just because I never feel like Doctor Strange would be like that, like risk-taking, I guess, to just go behind Wong's back like that and like wink after he left. Maybe it's just me, maybe we're all tripping about it, but overall, I do think that Doctor Strange is acting a little bit weird. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below, but yeah, back to the video. I know that I always complain about Spider-Man having too much comedy in the MCU, and I still stand by that, I'm gonna be honest, but I think this trailer did a good job of balancing it. The only really comedic moments were this one, and then maybe like the very beginning where they say Spider-Man's powers are to get really cute girls or something like that. So other than these two segments, it's really like a pretty dark trailer overall. But one thing that I thought was super cool, I want to try to find the exact frame here. So obviously this right here, it looks like the tornado isn't Electro. It looks like it's Sandman, I'm going to be honest. Also, the lightning is obviously Electro. We know that he's going to be having some sort of different electricity in this movie. We had some like leaked concept arts and stuff like that. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the trailer. where Doctor Strange and Peter are talking, and Doctor Strange says, "You have to choose between one of your lives." That is what I really love, because Doctor Strange, he doesn't really have a secret identity. He's Doctor Strange full time. He's not really anything else. Tony Stark, he's not really anything else full time. He's just Iron Man. But Peter Parker has to balance two lives. Same thing with Natasha Romanoff, Bruce Banner. They're all public with their identities, but Spider-Man isn't. So this is something that no other hero in the MCU can really relate to. And the fact that Spider-Man is so young and they're putting this burden upon him and they're actually showing stakes is what makes me so happy. I think if they honestly screw telling us anything about Uncle Ben at this point. I don't even care anymore. But give this movie stakes, and from what we see, that's what's happening. Honestly, by the end of this movie, I hope that Ned and MJ don't regain their memory of who Peter Parker is, or that they know Peter Parker is Spider-Man. I really hope that they don't regain that memory of him again. But if they do, I feel like the stakes will be ruined. And that's really one thing I'm scared for in the story that they said, because Peter was super, super pushing for that. And so overall, I'm excited for the stakes, but at the same time, I feel like it could really backfire when it comes to the story, because they could easily just at the end make that the resolution, because obviously that's what Peter wants. Also, that whole scene where Peter's like, "Oh, well, what about MJ, Ned, Aunt May?" That's like super cheesy. And my friend Brantley and I, if you guys know from my Third Thoughts podcast, he's my co-host on there. He texted me and he was like, "My biggest issue with the trailer and the story is that Peter Parker is just another dumb kid again." And at the same time, as I do agree with that, I do think that this one is different, because I feel like we're actually emotionally connected to the fact that Ned and Aunt May and even MJ could all get literally imprisoned for this. At the same time, I think that they might move on from the identity thing really fast. I think that they might drop the charges really fast, and that's what I'm also really scared for, because obviously we see him go back to high school. Maybe he's on some sort of probation, so he's being monitored at all times or something like that. But overall, I'm excited for the story. I just feel like there's a few flaws in here that could really, really, really affect the story in a negative way. But now I want to talk about this suit. So I paused it on this frame right here. I love that the yellow isn't too prominent. It looks, at first, you guys can see in my trailer reaction, I literally said, "Is that a symbiote suit?" Because I thought it was a symbiote suit. But overall, I do love the way the suit looks. I love the hint of yellow, actually, because in the toys, it looked like very, very, very yellow. Like it looked like a gold, like bright gold yellow. Here, it looks very discreet for at least what I can see. Okay, yeah, the astral form again. Oh yeah, this Iron Spider suit looks absolutely epic. I like the redesign, although it doesn't look like a crazy redesign. Like the toys make it look like way more of a redesign. Also, dude, Happy, I think Happy's gonna die. I think he has to. I mean, hopefully he doesn't, but like, I feel like he is. Like, I just feel like he's gonna be the sacrifice. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. Okay, this is one of the parts that I want to pause on. Apparently on Twitter, people are lightening this photo, and it's the lizard's claw. That is insane. I love how they just snuck this in the trailer like no one would notice, but I think it is the lizard. Okay. This is the exact part of the trailer I'm talking about. In the bottom right-hand corner, I'll circle it on screen right now. That is Spider-Man in the gold and black suit. I think this is going to be somewhat of a multiversal suit, because here we see him fighting Sandman, which is like directly behind him, and then obviously Electro. And that's basically like the whole frame that I wanted to pause on. And then, you already know, the Green Goblin bomb. That was insane. I mean, the thing is, I knew that Green Goblin and Doc Ock were going to be in this movie. I think we all did. If you didn't, I don't know what you're thinking, but they were going to be in the movie. But the way that they just tease them and reveal them is just so good. I really do love it. Okay, I'm going to be honest, guys. This de-aging looks kind of weird. Maybe it's just the hair. I think it's just the hair. But I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. Maybe it's because I know they de-aged him. So maybe that's the reason. But I don't know. His face just looks so weird. Maybe it's because I haven't seen him young in a long time. I think that's the thing. But yeah, overall, those are my basic thoughts on the Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer. These are more of my calmed down thoughts, because overall I was super duper hype in the beginning, and now I'm a little calmed down. I got to think about my feelings a little bit more. I'm not in that head rush of, oh my god, we got a Spider-Man No Way Home teaser trailer. But overall, again, I love this teaser trailer. I love what it did for the story of the movie. I think this movie will have a few fatal flaws if it doesn't execute certain story points points correctly. But overall, I'm excited for this movie. I think that this movie could potentially be one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time. Also, I don't think that they're going to show any of the Spider-Man variants like Tobey or Andrew. I don't think they're showing them in any of the trailers. I hope they don't. Maybe they tease them in the final trailer, but honestly, I doubt it. Honestly, I really don't want them to. I want it to be an in-theater surprise. I'll love to hear the roar of that in the theaters. Overall, I'm super hyped for this one. Let me know what you guys thought of this teaser trailer in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.